Everybody, this is Rick Mount, part of the Mike Hardy and Rick Mount team here at Fairway Independent Mortgage. Check us out at mikeandrick.com. Hey, this week we want to talk about some quick facts that have to do with how long do you have to wait. Waiting after an event such as a foreclosure, a bankruptcy, or a short sale. And there's some good news on the horizon as recently released by FHA. Currently, the rule suggests that after a foreclosure or a deed in lieu of foreclosures, you can see here that the typical wait period was 3 years from the date foreclosure completed and transferred back to the bank. There are some exceptions for less than 2 years, but not less than 12 months if you had acceptable extenuating circumstances, which, by the way, is very subjective and difficult to prove in most circumstances. Also, as a short sale still had a 3-year wait period, they would make exceptions for no waiting period if a borrower had no late payments or on any mortgages or consumer debts within the 12-month period preceding the short sale, and they're not taking advantage of the declining market conditions. Also, again, pretty difficult to prove. Bankruptcy Chapter 7 is 2 years. Again, they do make an exception for less than 2, not more than 12, again, with the magical words extenuating circumstances. Again, difficult to prove. And then Chapter 13 is where there's a restructure of your debt and a payback, and it's 1 year after the payback period. Good news came from FHA recently in a new mortgage e-letter directed at lenders saying they realized that the recession may have caused borrowers some uncomfort and some things that were beyond their control, such as loss of income that may have resulted in them ultimately losing their home through a foreclosure, a pre-foreclosure sale, or a deed in lieu of foreclosure. And some borrowers in some cases were forced to file bankruptcy and discharge and restructure their debts. So to that end, FHA is allowing lenders to consider borrowers who have experienced an economic event such as the ones we just described that were a result of a loss of employment or a significant loss of household income beyond the borrower's control. Now the magic right here is that it's supposed to be a 20% loss of income for at least a 6-month period of time. That's found in the fine print. The borrower has since demonstrated full recovery from the event, and the borrower has completed housing counseling. Now, what the full recovery from the event is they want to see somebody that's reestablished their credit history and on-time payments for 12 months, again, found in the fine print. So the good news is all of those time frames have been shortened to 1 year if you have a borrower or you as an individual fall into that category where you suffered a loss of income beyond your control, typically greater than 20% for at least a 6-month window during the recession periods. You may be eligible to buy as long as you've demonstrated reestablished credit over the last 12 months. So that's great news. It's great to be able to help borrowers get into new homes, and if we can help you in any way, we look forward to working with you. If you have any questions about the recent updates, we'd be happy to work with you or anybody you know. We look forward to talking to you soon, and we'll see you around.